Yo guys, I'm back. So it's gonna be another weekly outlook, kind of looking back at last week, last week's trades. So last week, or currently still this week, I started. My first week was I started with the live account. So this week was I traded with a live account and I stayed in profit. So later on this video I'll show you a couple of trades. I was like I guess I should have calculated before I started this video, but I think I was in floating profits over 1,000 pips at some point, and I can't figure out why, but I didn't close those trades. I would have made over 100% account decrease. Actually, I think I can check real quick. I made a video. I made a screenshot of. At some point, this profit was 160 something. So let's count real quick. ADCHF 684. I'm gonna use a calculator because calculating this from on top of my head it's gonna take a while. 648 minus 394. So this is 290 pips in profit. GPCHF is 431 minus 1. This is 280. I already forgot how much this was. This is 105. So this is already like over 500 pips here, and this is 457 pips. So that's already like 1,000. And 99099. That's another 342 pips. So it's close to 1,500 pips across all these pairs. And I didn't close out those trades. I would have made over 100. I started with a balance of 144. This would have made over 100, over 200 almost. No, now I'm talking crazy. Anyway, my math is not good on top of my head, especially when I'm making a video. So anyway, it would have been a phenomenal accomplishment with only micro lots. Anyway, yeah. So what trades did I took? So USD JPY on the 1 hour chart. Price looks like it's going up. So I put this zone here. Saw a break and it came back to retest. Actually my level was drawn like this, it looks like, because there were two strong wicks here, and it started out great, went in the profit straight away. But then it came back and I closed it here. But if I would have waited out, it would have, hit take profit. So it looks like this was the level that it ended up respecting. I was right in the beginning, but it didn't hit my take profit. So I tried again a few days later. Saw that I think it was on a 15-minute chart. Yeah, so there was a break and retest of this horizontal line. For some reason I entered here. Actually, I don't know why I did that right now. It's pretty obvious that this is the level. I don't know, but for some reason I entered here, got stopped out, but my direction was right. So, and on Friday I entered another buy because price is looks like price was respecting. So if we would, yeah, 1 minute, broken retest of this horizontal line here, break and retest of this horizontal line here. So I didn't get a good entrance, so my entry was a bit off. Would have been nice to enter here. I entered midway, kind of, but still catched 114 pips. So USD CAD, this pair ended up costing me almost 700 pips, because I was eating breakfast at one morning. So it looks like price is going up, pretty straightforward uptrend. And since there's no past, price action data before this big push up here, I had no place. I thought, there's no clear levels on where it might stop, so I thought this might be a good target. So I was eating breakfast at one point and I saw price when price was over here. I thought to myself, break and retest of the horizontal level. I thought about entering here, and I thought about putting a take profit for this horizontal line here. I would have ended up being right, like goddamn. And it's good to make assumptions later, but if I would have taken this trade and I saw a price stopping here, going back here, then I probably would have lowered my take profit to this level here, or maybe this level here. So I would have ended up catching along like 600 pips. That would have been insane, but I didn't. So I saw price when it was here, thought about buying, saw price when it was here, thought about buying, didn't buy. It's really kind of painful to look at this pair right now because I missed a good opportunity. Anyway, what I will be looking for price was in a range up here for a minute, and actually I even saw this. I even saw when price was over here. You know, price was in a range, bounced a few times, broke past that range, came back to retest, and I even thought about entering here, but for some reason I didn't. I don't know why. So this pair ended up costing me another 600 pips here, and you know, I don't know where I would have put my take profit, probably over here. So this one, I don't know where I would have closed it, but anyway, I was right about this break here as well. But then again, price has come back to retest this range horizontal level. Would have been even good. I was too emotional at this point, so I missed this. But this would have been a good place to enter a sell. So right now, what I was looking for, because price has respected this level and even did a break and retest here, when the market's open soon, the market should be open now actually. Anyway, break and retest of this horizontal level here. Maybe I'll enter a sell and put a hard target here, 171 pips. This is what I'll be looking for with this pair. AUD USD. Yes, that's correct. So since there's no past price action data more recent, I went to the weekly chart, and since the next price was over here, and since the next price action data was over here somewhere, I drew out these levels the price might interact with. So this was a 2009 low. Oh, 2000. This was a 2009 low, and this is more even 2002. So what I saw here was a break and retest of a 2009 low. So I entered here, and I anticipated price to go all the way to the lowest point here, but it didn't. What ended up happening was price immediately plummeted, and I was in profit for, and I had two positions here, so I was in profit for 460 times 2, that's over 900 pips in floating profits only with this pair. But I didn't pay attention to those price action. I didn't pay attention to this price action. I just glanced at it a few times when it was open, which was a huge mistake, because if I had seen, price making wicks on both sides, that would have been a good sign to close maybe, but I didn't. Actually, I don't know if I would have closed it or not, because if we check the 15-minute chart, I might have thought this to be a break and retest of this horizontal line here, which was a line from 2002. So anyway, but still, next time when I catch a move like this, and if price starts to make this kind of sideways movement, which kind of happened here, which is a good thing I didn't close, because it kept on going down. it's still here, would have been a good idea to close. So I'm gonna pause this video for 1 second because I didn't check if everything's working properly. So I'm gonna combine this video and the next video I'm gonna make right after this, because I wanna make sure everything's working smoothly. Yes, so everything was running smoothly. So I'm gonna continue now. Anyway, I didn't. So I closed this trade over here somewhere. There's those two positions. Ended up catching, like 300 pips in total. So, but I was pretty frustrated that I didn't catch those moves. So I started to make, dumb trades over here. I entered halfway here. What I thought would be to be a break and retest at this level here. Ended up being in profit. Going to sleep and watching my phone. I was in profit when I entered here. I entered another few trades, two at midway. So I was in profit when I went to sleep, and when I woke up, all my trades had hit stop loss. So that was a shitty start for the day. But anyway, so I was feeling pretty frustrated that I didn't catch this move, so I wanted to catch the rest of it. So I entered here, ended up going in profit, and then ended up going back to loss. So this one hit stop loss. So I thought, price respected this kind of zone here once, twice. So I thought this might go back here. It didn't, ended up going into stop loss. So I thought, maybe price is starting to form an uptrend, and I entered the buy here. Ended up going to stop loss. So what I will be doing right now is sitting on the sidelines for a bit, because I wanna. It's still respecting this trend line here, and it's kind of respecting the uptrend trend line now. So I don't know what price will be doing. I'm gonna be waiting for a bit, because I'm gonna need to see if it breaks this upwards trend line or breaks this downwards trend line for me to have a bias at this situation, because right now I don't know if price is reversing or is it continuing. So what I'll be looking for with this pair is, because it's moving pretty well structured right here right now as well, so looks like it's respecting this trend line here, this horizontal line here, so maybe a push upwards to come and respect this 2009 low here maybe. Then I'll probably enter a buy. Yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see. USD CHF is in an uptrend. Pretty strong one. Look at the daily. So I entered a buy here. Looks like I was dipping into the 15-minute chart on this one. For some reason, even though there's a perfectly well, looks like I entered a sell here at some point. For the love of me, I can't understand why. I think I thought this would be a level, so this was a pretty dumb trade. Anyway, price had broken this previous horizontal level, came back to retest, so I entered this buy, and then I'm catching 55 pips. Pretty well structured movement, you know, break retest, break retest, break retest. This was okay, so got this trade, break retest, and I'm catching this trade. So what I saw was that this was kind of a pretty important zone. So looks like price had broken and quickly retested this zone. So I entered the buy and went to sleep, was in profit, woke up, trade handed stop loss. So woke up at 6 a.m, looked at my phone, looked at the charts, saw price was at resistance, immediately entered the buy. Didn't end up going as well as I thought. Hit stop loss and ended up respecting this zone here. Came back to retest this zone here, which if I would have been patient enough and looked at the 4-hour chart, maybe I would have seen this one to be a good level, and you know, price coming back to this level here. So be patient, couple. Be patient. Don't rush into trades. But ended up catching this small movement here. But since this is a pretty well respected zone, you know, multiple tests here and a break retest here. So what I'll be waiting for, and since it still hasn't came back to retest this horizontal level here, I don't know, I'm pretty hesitant to take a position right now because it looks like it's in an uptrend, but it has hit the previous daily high, low. So I'm still gonna be waiting for a bit. Yeah. Euro USD. What I noticed is that Euro USD and USD CHF have I don't know how it's called in English, backwards correlation, I think. I don't know. Anyway, if USD CHF is going up, Euro USD is going down. Looks like this is the case here. So price has bounced here for a while. Broke retest, entered the sell. My first take profit was over here, but then the price didn't come here, so I thought, you know, I lowered my take profit to this level here because I was also looking at the price past historic data. Ended up drawing these two levels. So yeah, and entered another position here when I saw a break and retest at this horizontal level. Ended up being in profit. This was in floating profits in over 150, or close to 150 pips. But this was the same time, you know, USD CHF reversed, so this one ended up, I had put my stop to break even or in small profit, so this one ended up hitting my break even stop. And here again I woke up, oh shit, went to bed, here somewhere, woke up, price had reversed, now saw that it was at resistance, entered a buy, ended up hitting stop loss. So this was a pretty bad day. 20th Friday was a losing day for me. All the other days were break even or in profit. What I'll be looking for with this pair is that the market should be open, no? Maybe open 12. Okay. What I'll be looking for is, I don't know, looks like price is gonna be bouncing between these two levels here a while, so looks like it's still in a range, kind of. Delete this line here. Looks like it's in a range. It's broken past, but quickly got rejected. So it's at the bottom of this range. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. GBP USD. Sorry guys, it's pretty late here. GBP USD has had a pretty bad week. Only falling. I didn't take any trades on this pair. I wanted to, but I don't know. It didn't have any, well laid structure. Price was slowly moving down. I didn't think this to be a good enough break rate test here, so I didn't enter anything. This one wasn't moving as well structured as I would have wanted to, so I didn't take a trade on this. Right now, I don't know, kind of forming a few levels, but okay, looks like it's respecting the range, horizontal level. If we look at the 4-hour, this is a range level. This is a range level. Let me delete this one here. This one here, just to avoid confusion. Looks like it's respecting the range level here, so might be a good idea to buy. And put a hard stop. This maybe. Stop, go somewhere here. Maybe here somewhere. It's actually not a bad idea. Gold was nice to me at the beginning of the week, but I ended up not trading gold at all because it's got pretty big spikes right now and my account is not that strong. This was last Sunday market open, saw a break and retest of this horizontal line here, so I entered the sell, ended up catching 481 pips, but started to bang my head really hard because I thought about not closing the trade. If I wouldn't have closed it, I would have been right, because I would have ended up catching another 500 pips here. So this would have been almost half of my week's paid trying to bolt this move here alone, but I didn't. So I quickly got emotional. So it came. Okay, yeah. Since I didn't close out this trade, and I'm in a Telegram chat with Justin Miller, where he shares his signals. When price was over here, he entered the buy, and I didn't believe him, so I ended up not catching another 500 pips, so 1,000 pips lost just because I didn't leave this trade open, and I didn't take Justin Miller's trade here, so I ended up not catching 1,000 pips. So I was pretty frustrated about that, got emotional, entered. So I thought this would be a good, this to be a break and retest. So I entered the sell here halfway. I had to put a stop like 260 pips, which is a lot for a 200 euro account. So ended up closing this in stop loss. Ended up closing this in a loss. So at one point I even did another stupid thing. I entered a sell for XAU USD, XAU gold versus the euro, and gold versus the Australian dollar, and they came back at some point, but I got greedy again, so I didn't close out. I put my stops in break even, so they hit break even, and when they hit break even, I thought, damn, I should quickly re-enter, and I re-entered all of those three again. Oh no! At first I entered only these two, gold versus the dollar and gold versus the euro, and when these two hit stop loss at break even, I quickly re-entered, and I quickly re-entered in gold versus the dollar, gold versus the euro, and gold versus the Australian dollar, which is a really stupid thing, because at some point I was in a drawdown of I think 40 something euros. So I ended up closing gold versus the dollar and gold versus the euro at break even, and gold versus the Australian dollar hit my stop loss and I lost 20 euros. Really stupid thing to do. So I'm gonna stay away from gold right now. I think it's not moving as well structured anymore either. So I'm not gonna be taking any trades on gold right now. Didn't trade this pair because it's not giving any good structure. I don't know. I mean, look at this. What is this? Pretty hectic movement. So I didn't take any trades on this. Didn't take any trades on this either. If you look at the past data, pretty well structured, pretty nice movements. But if you look at price action now, it's pretty hectic. It's throwing wicks at either direction, so not your ideal pair to trade. GBP CHF. This was also kind of a painful trade, because this line here is an all-time low. Price has never been this low before. Prices has only been this low once before. So when I saw a break and retest for this line, entered the buy, sell, price quickly plummeted. I was in profit for like 300 pips at some point, but again I didn't, since I'm inexperienced and this pair doesn't have a low, so for some reason I anticipated price will keep on going lower. Anyway, if I would have kept my eye on this, I ended up closing this trade at break even or in small profits. If I would have analyzed this pair more and kept my eye on this, I would have noticed, price making a resistance here. So big wick and price not being able to break it, I should have closed it, because this would have been like 30 euros for me or something like this. And I ended up closing this trade at break even, so ended up catching this trade here for 70 pips. And right now we dip it 4 hour. Let's keep this on here. Okay, it looks like price is respecting the all-time low here. So I'm gonna be keeping my eye on this for a buy, because it looks like price is starting to form an uptrend from here on out. So yeah, I'm gonna be deleting all of this stuff after this video, just to start the week on a clean slate. And this was a trade I took at the beginning of the week, breaker test of a horizontal line. Pretty straightforward stuff. Break and retest of this horizontal line here. So yeah. An easy 95 pips. GBP JPY, pretty well structured movement, as you can see. Break and retest, break, retest, break, retest. So I entered the sell here with 2 positions, I think. Yeah. Actually, it might have even been 3. Yeah, this was a 3 position trade. I don't know why I took 3 positions here. Okay, I remember. Yeah. I entered here for some reason. Here was in a drawdown. I was in a drawdown. I saw this wick being made here, so I entered here as well. So I was in it with 2 positions. And when I saw a break and retest for this, when I saw a bit of a drawdown, I entered another position. So kept 1 position open. I even thought about re-entering with another position here, which would have been a good idea, but I didn't, and ended up catching 347 pips along with this. I don't know how many pips this is, because it's not showing me. Anyway. $166 and 63. So this was a good trade. Imagine if my account balance like 3,000 or 5,000. This would have been my half a month's pay, I think. Trying both. So at the end of the week, saw price starting to form upwards movement, starting an uptrend here. So break and retest here into the buy, catching 84 pips. Another trade here, which ended up being its stop loss. My original stop loss of something like this. And it was Friday. I kept checking my phone. I looked at the 1 minute chart. So big wick here. So I thought maybe I would respect that big wick area. Lowered my stop loss. Still ended up hitting my stop loss. So yeah. Ended up losing 124 pips. If I would have checked the 4 hour, I would have seen, I don't know what I would have seen. There's to be a zone here actually, so shouldn't have freaked out. Shouldn't have freaked out, and I shouldn't have lowered my stop loss. Ended up losing less because it looks like price is respecting this zone here. So if price stalls a bit, it might enter a buy. Have to wait and see what price does, because it looks like it's broken past its downtrend area or zone. So looks like price is forming an uptrend here. GJ has never been this low again. Oh, it has. Okay, but still the major lows here. So last time price was this low, it ended up going straight up. So looks like we might see a reversal here. Yeah, so entering a buy here wouldn't actually be a bad idea. Because price is over here, I think, right now. So yeah, looks like it's going up. Still have to wait for market open. Yeah. So GBP/NZD didn't take any trades on this because price is moving pretty hectic, throwing wicks at either direction. So not anything clear. Euro GBP did a few trades here. These are past levels here. So kind of looks like it ended up respecting. So it's pretty confusing right now. So I'm gonna delete those lines, and it looks like price is going down right now. So trades that I took, break and retest to this horizontal line, and I'm catching 73 pips. Break and retest, 15-minute chart, it's more clear. Yep, break and retest. And I didn't. Oh no, I didn't. Or did I? Let me check real quick. No, I didn't. I didn't take this trade. I marked it up, but I didn't take this trade. Looks like it would have ended up hitting my take profit. This would have been a small trade. I didn't take this trade. Euro, Canadian dollar. Okay, so took this trade here. I don't actually remember if it hit break-even stop or yeah, I think it hit break-even stop because my hard target was down here and it didn't hit that. Yeah, this was a break-even stop trade because I thought this to be a breakout of this range here. So when price came back to retest this line here, I thought this to be a good place to buy. Wasn't. And here as well. I don't know if I took this trade or not. Let me check. You're okay. Yep, I took this trade. Yeah. Took this trade and it didn't work out. No biggie. Nothing I would have done differently, I think. Right now this pair is moving pretty weird as well. Actually not. It's actually respecting this. So maybe a sell would be in order. Something like this. Maybe something like this, because price is pretty high right now. This is the next high of this price. Looks like it's going down. Might come back here to fill the gap. It's already filled. Okay. I'm gonna pause the video for a second. I'm gonna go get something to drink because my throat is killing me. Okay, I'm back. So, let's keep going. I'm almost halfway. So, didn't take any trades on this pair because price is moving pretty weird, throwing wicks in either direction. Neither with this. Took one trade on this. I didn't take this trade, but it looks like it would have been in profit, like 235 pips already. Took this trade here and got stopped out. Pretty weird place to enter a buy in my opinion right now. So I think I dipped into the 15-minute chart, but still pretty weird place to enter a buy. If I look at this a second time now. So it looks like I'm still rushing into trade. I have to be more patient because this one doesn't have any clear structure as well. So I don't know why I entered a pretty weird place in my opinion right now if I look at it. But this trade here, I didn't take it, unfortunately. But this is a pretty clear level here. A big strong wick. price respecting it twice already. This would have been a good place to buy. It looks like it would have been in profit. I would have closed out this trade before market close on Friday, so I would have made like 20 euros something. This would have been nice. Looks like price is still an uptrend. The 4-hour chart. Maybe price is going back there. If it does, it's a 1,000 pip move. But even if it gaps somewhere between there, I wouldn't have catched it either way, because I would have closed out all trades on market close on Friday. Because my account is so small right now, it's not gonna be able to withstand those market gaps. So unfortunately didn't take this trade. No biggie, another trade will come along. Right now price is actually kind of moving down, looks like. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. You're never gonna be short of opportunities with major and minors, and even if you don't have opportunities, you can also look at the exotics. What I've been doing is I've been also keeping my eye on oil and US 30. So Euro NZD is in pretty well correlation with the Euro Australian dollar, because you know Australia and New Zealand are pretty next to each other. So I ended up taking this trade, break and retest of horizontal level on 181 pips. Price kept going up. For some reason I thought it would end up respecting this line here. It didn't. This was a previous high, I presume. Previous level nonetheless. And it didn't. Ended up stopping me out. So I thought I would re-enter here halfway for some reason. Well, not halfway, I thought, break and retest of this candle here. This was on the 20th, so I went to sleep in profit, woke up, hit my stop loss. So right now, this was on Thursday. On Thursday at 1 o'clock when I went to sleep, all my trades were in profit, and when I woke up, all my trades had hit stop loss. So I woke up to a negative 35 euros something, which was a really bad morning. So right now, I don't have a bias, because it looks like it's going down. Then again, it's going up. I don't know. I'm gonna be patient for a while. Euro AUD CHF. This one didn't have a bottom as well. Price has never been so low. So this was the same stuff with GBP CHF. Saw a break and retest of this, 15-minute time frame. I don't know, whatever. And price kept plummeting. And if I would have kept my eye on this, I should have closed it somewhere here, because price is throwing wicks in the other direction. That's a sign of indecision in the market. So next time when I catch a move like this, I'll be smarter. And ended up trying to re-enter here. So this hit my break-even stop. Ended up doing another trade here. That went to stop loss, because I was frustrated. I wanted to catch this move again. which ended up respecting this zone here. So ended my stop loss, hit my stop loss, and then immediately reversed. I didn't take this trade, I just marked it up because I'd lost so many trades on Friday, so I wasn't trigger happy to enter, new trades. This one looks like it's still going down hard, so I'm gonna have to wait, get a clear picture of what price is doing. Hold on, let me pause the video because I got a signal for a buy. Okay, so I entered the buy on USD CAD. From Justin Miller's VIP group. I don't know, man. I don't know. For some reasons the charts aren't moving here yet, but the markets are open. On my broker at least. Which is IC markets. Okay. Anyway, where was I? The UDCHF? Yeah. Didn't end up taking this trade, unfortunately. UDJPY. I didn't take this trade. I just marked it up. Or did I? Let me check. Oh, I did. Damn. Okay, I did take this trade. Ended up being a loser. 6.41 euros. 130 pip stop. AUD NZD didn't take any trades on this. AUD CAD. This trade I definitely didn't take because it would have been in profit, but I didn't have much winning trades on Friday. This one I definitely didn't take. CAD CHF. I think I took this trade. No, I didn't. Yep, I didn't. Fortunately, I didn't. But I'll be looking for, I don't know, price hasn't formed any good structure for me to follow. This is an all-time low, previous all-time low. So still looks like price is in a range. Hasn't broken out. I will be waiting for a breakout here. Didn't take any trades on this. Didn't take any trades on this either. I think I took this trade here. Yeah, this trade I definitely took because I thought this to be a break and retest of this horizontal line here. It wasn't. even though then my direction was right, because there's a big wick zone here. Price usually goes back to a big wick. I didn't take this trade. I just marked it up because I was in too many trades already, like 5 or 6 at the same time. Okay, my battery's starting to die. I have to stop recording because I'm sitting in a hallway floor actually. I took this trade here, and NZD CHF, and then CHF and JPY are usually pretty similar. If you look at this and this and this and this, pretty similar. So I was in NZD CHF. I caught this trade here. I marked up this trade as well, but didn't end up catching this because I didn't take this, even though this would have been a better trade for 171 pips. I ended up catching 110 pips, so I didn't take this trade. You know, pretty straightforward break and retest of a candle big wick candle close, still a major zone. CHF JPY, this pair is moving pretty hectic, throwing wicks in another direction. Didn't end up taking this. I didn't end up trading anything there, and I didn't take this trade either. Would have worked out. Break and retest of horizontal line, but it's already at a major daily high, so I was pretty hesitant to take any trades there. Looks like price is moving in a range, so we'll be waiting for a breakout at either direction. Didn't take any trades on silver. Didn't take any trades on Bitcoin. I just marked up US oil. This trade would have been nicely in profit, but because I saw a break and retest of this horizontal line here, and would have added a position here, or got stopped out. This was funny here. I wanted to take a buy here, but then Momo, I'm in this free Telegram chat, Momo pointed out this to be a break and retest, which is pretty obvious, right? Break and retest of a horizontal line here. But still, would have ended up catching this 135 pips. But then again, would have ended up catching this. This would have been already in profit for like 600 pips. Would have hit my take profit right now. Looks like markets are open. I still haven't figured out what's the difference between US oil and UK oil, because UK oil is not moving at all right now, but US oil is moving pretty well. And US 30, I haven't taken any trades. I've just marked out levels and keeping an eye on this thing. Would have entered the sell here, would have worked out 102 pips. But yeah, this is my market outlook. This is my last week's trade. So just for I hope you're not able to see any sensible account information. I mean, like anyways. So I was in profit. My account growth was 42.59% last week. My win rate was like 40%. I won 40% of my trades. So, and my profit was 61.51. Good profit. Phenomenal in by itself. And would have been even more if I would have closed out those trades, which were in over 1,000 pips of profit. But next time I'll be smarter. Anyway, this is my market outlook, guys. See you on the next video. Bye. Yeah. Good time then. Bye, guys.